we go to Ikuruleni to deal with the ANC, we say, look guys, this gives us an opportunity. We may not agree on conditions and all of that, but we can have an opportunity to participate in government, speed up service delivery, but also demonstrate to South Africans what we can do. We go into Ikuruleni under those conditions. We perform so well, so much that the ANC branches then go to the ANC leadership and say, no, if you keep these people in power, it's the end of the ANC. We didn't do anything. We just worked hard. You report about a blocked sewer, we say to you, give us 24 hours, it will be resolved. You tell us this, give us 24 hours, it will be resolved. The EFF was hard at work. No one has ever asked the ANC, why did you remove the mayor of the small parties and then the EFF and all of that? Because they can't give you an answer. Like the DA, they were saying, these people are outshining us. That's why I tell you, make me Minister of Sports and see what's going to happen. Make me Minister of Sports. If I'm a problem, make me Minister of Sports, see what's going to happen. That's how we work in the EFF. That's how we build this party from nothing, from zero budget to where it is now. Because all we do is to work hard. And I've made that personal commitment with myself that I need to work hard as an individual. And nothing must come to me for free. I grew up in other people's houses. We didn't have food at home. But I never ate food of that home for free. After we were given food, I was the one who was working hard to demonstrate my appreciation of what I was given. I never asked for free things anyway. So, and that's a culture we are inculcating in the EFF. That people must work hard. Must not be a home of lazy people who are obsessed with positions. After we give them positions, they have no idea what they are talking about except to celebrate blue lights. Can do it in South Africa. We've never stolen any cent anywhere, including in the VBS. I said when I did an interview with JJ that who am I? I'm nobody. I'm just some guy from Sishiu, a child of a domestic worker with no power, nothing. If I'd stolen, why are these people that I'm troubling so much not arresting me? I don't give them sleep. Come. Why are you not arresting this guy? Batoi took a Pala case from a prosecutor. Took it away. Till today, they don't know where the docket is. And then Batoi says to them, charge Malema with that issue of Limpopo of On Point. I'm like, you can do it. I must be charged with something they allege I've done. So many years back, there was a decision by the NPA, by the way. Matter was struck off the roll. Then the decision was taken to charge again. When they announced the charging, they said, Malema is not part of the people that were charging. We'll see when the case goes on. It was not my decision. The mistake they did, they included a deceased person as one of the people who must be charged. That's a state that is not organized. They didn't know that they issued a death certificate for that guy. Still proceeded to charge him in the grave. Then they were left with the egg on their face, embarrassed. They retreated from that case. Now Batoi says, go in. They're like, but with what? There is a big internal battle of charging Malema. Because they say, for what? How do we explain the earlier decision where we said we are not charging him? What new has emerged? But Ramaphosa, with the docket that was raised in an open meeting where the Financial Intelligence Center was presenting to NPA. The prosecutor who was prosecuting Ramaphosa's case stood up and said, I've got this Phala Phala case. How can you help me as Financial Intelligence Center? He didn't finish the sentence, but he stood up and said, no, can't talk about that here. Bring those things here. No, not here. Till today. So, they can't say to us, Floyd can be a minister of finance when the current minister of finance was accused of stealing workers' money. The current one. And Ogari apologized also. He got removed from a position because of that accusation. A lesser position because he was accused of stealing money from the workers. He got removed and then he came back top position without any clarity, having accepted that he stole that money. So Floyd has not stolen any money. Only illiterates can reject the young intelligentsia. The man is gifted. He knows these things. By his head, he can tell you every little cent, where it is being spent, by who, where, how. He leaves those things. He tells you about every single South African company, who's the CEO, how much does it make, how much money does it pay for taxes, without reading anything. You've got a man who understands the economy of South Africa and the continent and the world at large. A well-grounded Marxist-Leninist, highly qualified, is now going for his third master's. Next week he's going to collect his third master's in London. Not in some Tibet college there in Seshiwo, in London. Then he must be compared with Athol Trollip, whose only charm to the people is not ideas, is speaking Xhosa. That's why he was not saying anything in that debate. He just Xhosa and then says a lot of hot air and then Xhosa. Since when should people be elected on the basis of language? If black people must vote for a person because he's speaking Xhosa, whites must vote for us because we're speaking English. We must exchange the votes then. And say, yeah, I've got this, I've got this, I've got... The people in the picture with Josie Bhutan is those councillors we expelled for passes. At the wall, you see at the wall where they were seated. They say EFF members are leaving the EFF. Those guys were expelled from the EFF. Go and look at that picture and then come and sit with me and ask me one by one. I'll tell you, this is so and so. Here's the letter of expulsion and the date. This is so and so. Here's the letter of... They are not our members. They have not been our members. And really, I can't be asked about Limpopo. I don't care about Limpopo. I don't care about Gauteng. I care about South Africa and the continent. Whether EFF is voted for in Limpopo, so what? What must I do? What does that have to do with me? I'm not a regional leader. I'm international. I can walk into any country. You'll think Michael Jackson, the showstopper, has arrived. In the whole continent. So you're telling me about Limpopo, what? What's that? You want to reduce me into Ramudike? Ramudike, Mpepu, Ntangwis. I was born in Limpopo. I'm not a Limpopo citizen, I'm a South African citizen. My interests are in this country. I led this country when I was 17 years old as a president of COSAS. Why would you still see me as a person who comes from Limpopo if you are not seeing me through the eyes of tribalism? And that makes you a tribalist yourself, a regionalist, not me. I don't see my... I go anywhere in South Africa and feel comfortable. And there is nowhere in South Africa where I don't know a person personally. There's a day I woke up one day and I cried a lot during COVID. Because they told me of 10 people who had died that day from all over South Africa. They didn't know. This one tells me about this one. But I knew these people so closely. The whole of South Africa. So much that some of them I buried their parents. Some of them I was there during the baptism of their children. That's how much I know these people. I grew up with them as a child. I grew up in this country, leading it nationally. So I know the ecosystem of this country, who does what, where, and how, including those who sell drugs. When I take over, I know which area to go. I will never sell soldiers to Western Cape to go and fetch drugs. There's no single factory in Western Cape that manufacture drugs. Those are the consumers. All drugs are being produced in Gauteng and get distributed outside. That's why you send the soldiers with so much money to go and stop drugs in Western Cape. Till today, they never gave you any drug bust that is big for 2 million rands. Nothing. What happened when you send the soldiers to Western Cape? The supplier stopped supplying. That's why those Western Cape people started smoking the dangerous drugs, the most useless things, because there was no supply. None of those soldiers found a factory in the Western Cape. You live where drugs are. You go and look for them somewhere. What's that? So, even these people who steal the money of government, I know some of them, and I know how they work. That thing of SIU, that you over-celebrate, when the man makes a determination that SIU must go and investigate Dalimpofu, and Dalimpofu is his man, he says the mandate of Dalimpofu, of SIU on Dalimpofu, starts from 2019 coming this way. But the crime we are complaining about was committed in 2018. He pretends to be doing something. So, I know the operations of South Africa, and I only know South Africa, and Limpopo is part of it. Every strategy we apply in every province, including Western Cape, where we are weak, is the same. Whatever we do in Limpopo, we do in Western Cape, we do in Northwest, we do in KZN. There's nothing that happened in Limpopo now which is special. I was never made by boys. I made them. I made them. So there's no boy who can destroy me. I made them. Their mothers are living in proper houses today because of me. I made them. Why would you think you can outshine the master? Never. No boys can deal with me. Both in the ANC, in the Youth League, in the state. I defeated them when I was a child. I'm too old now. 43 with 3 kids and a wife. I defeated them when I was a child. They tried me. Everything. I've got an experience of a 63-year-old at 43. There's nothing that shocks me. Nothing. When a person is going to sell out and leave the EFF, I see them coming. I even prepare the leadership. Yeah, we're about to experience something. Why would you think the ANC will not try to destroy me now? When they tried it when I was with them. So, nothing is shocking in Limpopo. Nothing demands any other different kind of strategy. And if you are to be honest, I was deployed in Limpopo even before this development. Remember, officials are given provinces. I've got 3 provinces: Limpopo, Gauteng, Free State. I'm in Limpopo Tuesday. I'm in Free State, Gauteng Wednesday, Free State Thursday. I'm from Free State yesterday, and I've been to Limpopo. The names you are talking about have never arisen in Limpopo's discussion and the strategy to implement going forward into 29 May. Godrich Gadi was deployed in Limpopo before this. So there's no any other new development that requires us to do anything. I raised
Julius Malema and the freedom fighters, the economic freedom fighters in South Africa. They're not going away. They are coming to power. One way or the other, you're going to see the rise of the black man and the black woman on the continent and in the diaspora. This is our time. You can't stop it. And I'm not just talking to the enemy in white skin, I'm talking to you Negroes. You sellouts. You traitors who spend your days dreaming about seeing your own people destroyed. Imagine a mentality like that, man. People if working night and day to undermine other black people whose only aspiration is to see the total liberation of our people. But with your small peanut mind, your small peanut head, you think that you are to be in control of everything and everyone. Foolish people.